Hello and welcome back to Nug Cymek review DC Comics, where last week was supposed to be the last week that Nug and I reviewed DC Comics.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the last week, but so many of you said, please don't stop.
We were completely amazed
I'm
by
floored.
that. We weren't expecting it at all. Last week was supposed to be our last week.
It really was. I was looking forward to being able to go back to my regular games night on Tuesdays.
But, Nug gives me the call the next day and he's like, Andrew, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
So here's what we're going to do.
This is our plan.
We're going to review Justice League number 6 today.
Right.
And this will be officially our last review of the New 52. But we will come back and review, review shows, maybe specials like Watchmen or
Earth
2, right?
And maybe, rather than trying to read 16 comics every week, maybe we could do a monthly thing.
Yeah. So
if you guys are up for it.
If you guys find that acceptable, it would be great for us. It's a little less of a workload for us, and we can go back to actually enjoying comics just for reading them and not the sheer amount of it.
Yeah, and also, we're taking off in May.
Yeah, to shoot a television series, so we don't want to just leave you guys high and dry. So let's see how this works out. We're going to try specials. Stay subscribed to the channel, and let's keep this thing going because we love doing the show.
We do. We're even trying to Google comic book stores where we're going to be shooting.
Right, to see if we can make it work. So stay tuned.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Justice League number 6. Here we are, the end of how they got together 5 years ago.
This is the big climactic setup.
And also, this is, 5 years ago? And then Action Comics is set 10 years ago?
Yeah,
okay.
I guess.
As far as a let's get the band together story,
right.
I thought the whole thing worked.
Mm-hmm.
There were little bits that didn't go. I think maybe Superman might be one of those bits.
Maybe.
And you were saying it seems weird to have Batman be the "we can do it, everybody" cheerleader.
Just to such a degree.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think of all of them,
yeah,
he's got enough of a head on his shoulders to always see the big picture. Like, even in the book, he's like, guys, we don't have to be a team. We just have to look like a team. And then it gets everybody off our backs. The cops are off my back. The Air Force is off Green Lantern's back. Everybody's cool.
And it does make sense because supposedly Batman's been operating in secret for a lot longer. So even though maybe Superman is the first visual superhero,
Batman's been at it a lot longer.
Right. And his experience with, team dynamics, let's say.
Yes, let's say that. I think everybody in the book has a nice bit.
Yeah.
I think Wonder Woman has a nice combat bit.
Yeah.
I think Aquaman stands up.
Yeah,
looks great.
Wonder Woman is incredibly enthusiastic and amazing. She's a warrior.
And we're fighting? Awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, Aquaman stands up. Flash has a couple of nice bits. Green Lantern just seems a little whiny and weird. In this particular book, he's been pretty good all along.
He's been depicted as having a huge ego.
Okay,
so this kind of makes sense. That he's
the cameras are finally on him, and everybody loves him, but he's part of a team, and he's like, "We're not a team," and he just comes off as such a dick. Buddy, you're part of the cops.
Yeah.
You work on a team. Relax. You're part of the space cops already. Superman says very little in this book, and I think that's on purpose because I think he's a real dud.
Well, I was telling you that I was, after the last issue of Justice League where he gets hit by Darkseid's Omega Beams, and I was like, I really hope that he planned it. That he didn't just get taken out like a punk.
And
where the
now
other team... We kind of see that,
he got taken out like a punk.
He got taken out like a punk. He couldn't outrun the Omega Beams. I was kind of hoping that he had the same plan as Batman to kind of show that, hey, they're both... on the same page intellectually, and they had the same plan of let's figure out where this is going to go. How would he know the Omega Beams would do that? I don't know. I was just looking more for Superman. But there's a part in the book where, again, Batman does play the cheerleader a lot in this book, and he's in Clark's ear going, we need
Superman.
We need Superman.
And all you can think is,
why?
Yeah.
They were doing a pretty good job, Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Flash and Green Lantern. Superman's got that awesome double fist move.
Oh, it's so good.
So maybe that's sealed the deal.
I want to skip ahead a little bit because there's one thing I want to talk about.
Sure.
How happy I am to see more of the Fourth World. I love Kirby's Fourth World.
Yeah.
So to see Desaad and Steppenwolf in there, Desaad looking creepier than ever, and Steppenwolf just with the helmet and looking so creepy, he looks. I'm so excited.
Yeah, like some of the new character designs are actually really great. And there is a backup story that I thought Pandora was going to tie more into the Fourth World.
I did too, but it doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that, and we're not going to spoil it for you because there's a lot of questions that.
But let's just say this, for anybody who's wondering who else is in the New 52, the Phantom Stranger is there, and they mentioned the Spectre.
And they seem to have large parts in this overall story.
And so I'm really excited about that. But now I'm going to skip back.
Yeah.
The newest member of the Justice League, Cyborg. Mm-hmm. This new revamp of Cyborg, he's got the same problems with his dad. I don't think him now being suddenly thrust into being a hero changes that his dad did that to him.
Right.
Turned him into a half machine, half man. So that conflict with his dad is still intact, the core of that hero. But now, intermingled with his tech, looks like is a mother box, unless it got fried with every other mother box.
We're not sure. I mean, it's going to come back.
Oh, for sure.
But the fact that Cyborg's origin is so intertwined with this new dark side origin,
I think it's great.
Great call.
And I think now, especially, like, Cyborg is so important as a hero now because we're all tech. Yeah. And the Justice League needs a computer guy. 100%. And he's half computer.
Yeah.
If he can bust through any wall, he's a tank that can also bust through any firewall. Yeah. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and the characterization of Cyborg as the kid.
Yeah, who's like, I shouldn't be here. And they're like, no, you did. You really helped.
It's like, step up. You know, when your world needs you, step up. And again, Batman playing the cheerleader with him. It's a great moment where, Cyborg's like, I can't do this. And Batman's like, yes, you can.
But as a young hero, now let's say you get some sort of powers. Yeah. And you get thrust in the same situation. I'm not saying you're half machine.
Okay.
But I'm just some sort of powers.
Some kind of power.
And Superman is there. Yeah. And Superman in this world that you're in is supposed to be the biggest hero like you've ever met.
Yeah.
Would you not want to hear that from Superman? Yes. Would you not want to have the cheerleading done by Superman?
But he was too busy being tortured and having his armor be ripped apart.
Desaad, way to go. Part of me was like, finish him. Yeah. Finish him. And let's move on. And then there's the whole thing with Darkseid looking for the daughter of Darkseid.
Yeah, but, maybe that was a red herring. Maybe it is Pandora. I mean, I don't know.
I like to think it could be other people. I like to think it's somebody who's just living on Earth going, I want to be left alone.
Yeah. I mean, the great thing is, the strength of this series and these first 6 issues has been that it's such a great teaser for what's to come.
All of it.
The whole thing is a teaser.
The last page has an awesome teaser. We think we know who the two I think we know who one of the mysterious people is.
Right.
But we don't know who the 2 mysterious people are that are like, dude, they're all getting together. And they name 3 other people who are joining the Justice League.
Yep.
And it's classic Justice League members, too. Hawkman, Zatanna, Green Arrow.
Yeah.
And then they say, when they call them superheroes, and Buddy lights a smoke and says, well, I guess we're supervillains. And that's all you see. You don't really know who they are. Yeah. You get a close-up of a really creepy cufflink, and that's about it.
So, I mean, we have our
suspicion. For one.
But see, that's the greatness of this book, is the tease. And the art's amazing.
There's tons of teases.
The characterization, you can like it, you cannot. But as a story, a collected story, I don't see it as much more than a tease. And I told you that I was kind of like, I kind of prefer my Darkseid to be more than just a big punching bag.
And I think he is.
Yeah, eventually.
But occasionally, Darkseid gets punched around. And even in Public Enemies, he got punched around.
100%. He just seemed more...
But that's the thing. I think Darkseid has waltzed over the multiverse and went, but there just hasn't been anything to stop him like this before. And he's like, I'll be back. We know he's going to come back, but now there's going to be more heroes on that Justice League to stop him.
And having said that, though, to bring in new young readers to Justice League,
this is awesome.
This is amazing. So, our books of the week are going to be really short this week.
Book of the week is Justice League.
Number 6.
And then, should we do a quick tornado?
Yeah, was Tornado in the book?
No. Red Tornado was not in the book. Even you were like, what's the name of that couple at the front? Because you were trying to get me hope. Was that John and Kathy? And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was David and Sweetheart.
Yeah, I was so looking
for that.
So guys, again, thank you so much for all your comments. I mean, we were completely blown away.
Yeah, to the point where like we were like, oh, so glad we're done, and then and not because we don't want to do it, but because it's just a lot of work, and then it just turns into this. Oh man, looks like we have to do it. But it totally dumbfounded me, especially that anyone gives a crap about what we say. But I guess we're entertaining.
I don't give a crap what I say.
Oh, I don't listen to you. Oh, Batman! Superman's not wearing underpants. Big deal.
He's not wearing underpants.
So what? You don't trust a man who wears the underpants on the outside. Just straight up. Yeah. But trust a guy who keeps a young boy in a human target costume.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah, totally fine. So it looks like we'll come back, let's say monthly, maybe.
Yeah.
And with some, we'll take a look at the books we've been reading. Yeah. Probably not cover every book.
And maybe, like, next time we'll do a top 10 of what we're, before the new...
before the new stuff.
Yeah, comes in, we'll do a top 10 of what we
did. Because, I know what I'm reading, or what I'm going to continue to read. Yeah. And what's funny is, I know what I'm going to continue to read is probably going to be offset by what he'll continue to read, and we'll still probably read all 52 books somehow.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for the Silver Snail for having us.
Yeah,
and tune in whenever.
We'll see.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace? Oh, dark side. This, like, I-beams. It looks like this. And then it takes a wicked turn, and then it comes over here.
Grow up.
That's what he does. I've seen it. Breoop. Breoop. Just when we think that we're out,